What up, y'all? You know, a lot of TV entertainment, you rarely see your favorite actors, actresses, and performers eating. So I said today, as I'm dropping jewels, speaking to y'all, I'm gonna eat while we talk, while I talk. Mm-mm-mm-mm. So good. Let me tell you something. Life is real. The game is real. I ain't no cartoon character. I'm a real person. I gotta eat. And it's so real that there's people out here that will kill you. It's like you need to eat, you can die. You don't want to play with the idea of death, murder, and all that. You know? You don't want to do that. It's not cool. You know what I mean? You know, a lot of crazy shit has been going on in life. A lot of craziness. You gotta be careful out here, because they don't love you. I'm being honest. These streets don't love you. The social world don't love you. So those people on the TV shows like Love and Hip Hop, they ain't stupid. They know they got millions of fans. But they don't love their fans like that. They only love that money that comes in from having fans. But they don't love you. And they look at you as a fan, as someone who don't love them. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I don't have a favorite rap artist or a favorite actor. But I can never look at these people like they're greater than the people in my life that really look out for me. You know what I'm saying? I had a kid tell me they're a fan of this rap artist called XXXTentacion. That XXXTentacion has been through more than I've been through. And I had to ask the kid, how do you know? I mean, do you know this guy? It's the second time that I've been through this with someone where an entertainer pretending to be something has made a fan so delusional they don't believe in nothing else if it has nothing to do with the entertainer. And it freaks me out because it's like XXXTentacion in that kid's eyes can't do nothing wrong. Touch his eyebrow, he ain't do nothing wrong. Gets punched in the face in a live performance, he ain't do nothing wrong. Hits his girlfriend, he ain't do nothing wrong. The first thing that I broke down to the child's parents was, if XXXTentacion was a child pedophile, your kid is God. They believe in him all the way. They ignored me. But that's a reality. That's one of the reasons why I would love to get out of America. There's too much Americans out here that believe in people that don't even know who they are. You know, I miss the days when you believed in grandma and you believed in grandpa and mom and dad. And I grew up in an era where fathers weren't respected. Oprah Winfrey was blowing up. Once Oprah Winfrey came out, I lost my father fully. Until I was like 11 years old. So I used to have a grudge against Oprah because I felt like Oprah was responsible for the reason why I didn't have a relationship with my father. Every time a TV show came on, it was about some guy breaking some female's heart. And men were wrong. We all were responsible as men for what one guy did. You know, it's all good because if you're a fan of my music, you're watching me eat. I'm a real person. I got feelings, yo. I'm not just a character. Some buffalo wings. Good. You know, the one thing that I don't respect about this town called Auburn, New York, is there's dudes out here sleeping with their own kids. Got more respect than me. Could find a date 100 times faster than me. You heard what I said? There's dudes out here that done slept with their own kids. They have more respect in this town than I do. What people like to do out here is start stuff, and if you peep it, they work together with other druggies to clean up the mess they made. So by the time someone go and try to investigate whether or not a man that will sleep with his own daughter is more respected than me, they'll fix that so that it won't come out true. That's what they do out here. They don't want y'all, the rest of the world, to see how sick they are. Here in this town. You got females out here. They try to force you to be with them. You show them you don't want to be with them, all their friends will disrespect you. Every day. All the time. I know this. Being in a town called Auburn, New York, I'm not gonna lie, as a pro-black, it has made me give up on the success of the black race in central New York. You can't trust not one black person in central New York. I'm serious. Ain't no black people in central New York worthy of anything. They're not worthy. They'll turn on you for white people. They'll turn on you for a child molester. They'll turn on you for everything. Drugs, all that. And the only time they care about you is when you got money that they can use. They can take from you. Or they could trick you into spending to make them happy. Think any of these black people in central New York care about your kids? They don't care about your kids. Your kids don't mean nothing to none of them. None of them. Everything's about making stuff up to make society that's watching believe them. And they're crazy. So certain niggas, which I may look at as a psychopath, I respect them. Some of the crimes they committed, without even talking about it, they did it to protect their kids. Their girlfriend dating a new guy on the low. This dude didn't even register with the sheriff department that he's a sex offender. He only dating a female because she got a daughter. And the sex offender already been with his own. The dude find out he ready to kill somebody. He beat up his girl. He beat up the dude. Then when he got locked up, everybody in town, like, he was crazy. Nobody's gonna say he did what he had to do. He was protecting his daughter from someone who would sleep with their own daughter. And they were trying to hook up with his baby moms. You think people gonna say that? No. And everybody's doing it. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? I used to wonder why all these dudes out here, how they so happy. A lot of these dudes out here. You know why? Because they sleeping with the kids and getting away with it. Then they want to argue with you about if you dating someone a few years younger than you. But they never said nothing about the guy that was sleeping with his own daughter. But if I date a female that's 5 years younger than me, 10 years younger than me, they looking at me like I'm sick in the head. But y'all over here doing coke and molly with the dude that sleeps with his own toddler daughter. Same people. The same people. 1 second. That's why I don't look for nobody's acceptance in this town. I don't need nobody's acceptance out here. Because in my book, they're okay with the sickness. It's just that if you, as someone from the outside world, starts acknowledging them for it, then they're gonna try to play like they're trying to be all politically correct about it and be like, oh, that was wrong. You should have been saying something was wrong from Jump Street. Don't wait until other people that's not your people's going on. This is how these people in this town work. They allow for the sickness to go on until the rest of the world is paying attention. And when the rest of the world is paying attention, start pointing out the sickness, then they're like, yeah, yo, word, yup. I didn't even notice that, but yeah, that's wrong.
That's what they do out here. That's exactly what they do out here. You got women out here having kids, getting a tax return, spending it on their side dude, spending it with their friends, and then their kids don't got nothing for school. No books, no clothes, no nothing. But they still over here okaying it. They still over here riding out with the person while they got the money. When the money gone, everybody gone. That's why I'm glad I don't work. Right now in my life, I'm glad I don't work. Because I don't got no fake chicks in my life. I don't got none of that. And all it took was for me to not have a job. And I got rid of all of the black women that will not date me because I'm not working. I got rid of all of them cracker chicks that won't date me because I'm not working. I don't want y'all. And when I start working, I don't want y'all. Stay out of my life. I don't want no one who just want me because I'm working. I want someone who want me for me. What am I gonna do if I'm working and I got a chick that's only with me because I'm working and then I go disabled? She's gone. All that investment, gone. Why would I want someone like that? That's why today in America, our country is distorted. You want to live a life? You want to have a family? It's not going to be your own family. You better off not having no kids and being a stepdad. Because that's where it's at in America. You want to have a family? You can't even sit here and find a woman and have your own kids. Because she going to leave you and you going to wind up with someone else's baby mama. You can't even take care of your own kids. This is how backwards our American system is. And in all actuality, majority of women count this as politically correct. When you corner them about the reality that is incorrect, they just gonna start talking that suicidal talk. Oh, I feel like killing myself because everything's going wrong. Black women in America do not want to be found as wrong. And in the black community, they are the biggest reason why we are oppressed. They are the biggest key player of oppression in the black community. And I'm telling you, I ain't asking you, I'm telling you. This is a fact. If you go to college, do your homework. Go ahead, do your research. When you do your research, don't let them know that's what you're researching. The biggest enemy the black man has is our own black woman. I've been telling y'all this for more than 5 years. I've been telling y'all that for more than 5 years. The biggest downfall in my life is my black baby mamas. All right, yeah, my white baby mama, she did what she did, whatever. But the bitch is retarded. She's stupid. She can't do nothing to affect my life seriously. I'm being real. It was my black baby mamas that made those moves that destroyed my life. They were like, I'm done with you. I'm gonna make you pay for these kids for the rest of your life, and got dudes that could take care of them kids, but still want my money. And this is why the American economy is bad. Because we're giving extra money to people that don't even know how to spend it. What black woman you know that know how to spend money for real? Every black woman you run into have bad spending problems. Why are we giving them all this money for? For what? So that we can have these white crackers out here and blame us as black people in a whole the reason why the American economy is bad. Why do you think they blaming Obama for our deficit now? Because they're saying, hey, you know what it is. You a black man and you got a black wife, and black people are bad at spending. It's y'all fault. When we know it was the Bushes, when we knew it was the League of Republicans that's been trying to get all of the U.S. hard-earned money to benefit the Republican Party. And as the poor people, we don't even acknowledge what's going on. You want to know why? Because as a black man, you're too busy working and paying child support. You too busy doing that. You don't even have a voice no more. Once you pay child support, you do not have a voice in this country. You don't. Because to have a voice, you got to be making real money. If you're not making real money, you do not have a voice in this country. This is why the white man set us up the way they did. This is why they sat there and turned the black woman against us. Because they said, all we got to do is make you have kids with this black woman, then she gonna leave you, then she gonna put you on child support, then you don't got money, so you don't even got no voice. You don't have no voice. We give her the voice. Guess what her voice goes towards? Love and hip hop, basketball wives, a racist clothes designer. Our black women spend more money on a racist clothes designer than they do spend on their own kids. And we hide it. We sweep it under the carpet because majority of us black men, all we want to do is just be able to make sure our sex life is good. So we don't care what the black woman is doing. We don't care. Because at the end of the day, if you have a baby mama and you have one kid, she puts you on child support, that's one kid. You go hook up with a black woman with a lot of kids, that tax return's gonna look lovely. Your child support, whatever, fuck it. Because you're now getting more money. And it is what it is. This is why the American economy and the black community is all messed up. And I know this. I grew up in a home where the head of the household was a black woman. And I know for a fact, all that money coming in benefited my black mother. It benefited my siblings that she still had feelings for the fathers. When my father paid child support, it took care of me and my siblings. But when my siblings' fathers put money up, that money never even helped me. I've never got no money from any of my other siblings' fathers to benefit me. My father's money took care of me and my other siblings. My mother she didn't care for me like that. She didn't. I was a burden. Now I gotta sit here and run into these white psychologists, and they gonna sit here and tell me, you may not notice it, but you was abused. Your own black race abused you. And I gotta sit here and be like, nah. And they're looking at me like, yo, bro, you got Stockholm Syndrome. Your own black race has been torturing you and abusing you all your life. You wondering why you can't date a black woman. Because they all just hate. You're dealing with people with hate in their heart. And they're never gonna admit to it. They're always just gonna find a way to blame you. It's a part of their narcissist, abusive ways. That's what narcissists do. And that's what has happened, and what the white man and the white system has tricked the black woman into doing. Becoming narcissists. Not being responsible for the damage they bring into our own black community. Come on now. And this is a reality. It's not a joke. I'm talking real talk. Real talk. As a black man in the black community, I realize that we'll never make it to where we need to make it until we disarm the black woman with their mouth. We need to discredit what they say about us as black men. We need to prove to society, the rest of the world, and all other races that all the negative shit that black women say about black men is not true. It's not true. Okay? You gotta understand that even while we were going through slavery, The only real slaves during slavery time amongst the blacks was the black man. How could a black woman be a slave when she's sleeping with the slave master? She was given a luxury for sleeping with the slave master. So how was she a slave if she was sleeping with the master? And if a black man slept with the white woman, they cut his penis off, they cut his leg off, they cut his hands off. We were punished for sleeping with the master's daughters, wives, sisters, and aunts. The black woman did not suffer these type of things when they slept with the slave master. They don't know what it's like to be tortured for having sex. They don't know what that's like. No black woman throughout the whole entire slavery history has ever been punished for sleeping with the slave master. None. So at the end of the day, the black woman don't really know what it's like to be a slave. They may speak of it, but I'm here to educate you and let you know that it was only the black man that was a slave. The black woman do not know what it is to be a slave, because all they had to do was sleep with the slave master, and they were given luxuries. They were given the foods that the slave master ate. They were given freedom to walk free throughout the slave master's house, wear the slave master's wife and daughter's clothes. The only black men that got that privilege was the black man that the black woman chose to get that luxury. He a good nigga. That's my boy. Take care of him. The slave master say, seeing that you letting me sleep with you and not giving me a hard time to sleep with you, I give you one black man that we won't beat. We won't let him go out into the cotton field. He could come in the house, but he's just got to cooperate. And that's what happened during slavery times. So how was the black woman a slave if she could choose what black men didn't have to suffer the beatings and the working out in the field and the plantation? How was she a slave if she had the privilege to save certain black men from slavery? How was she a slave? When, since you know slaves have that privilege, you tell me. All right? You tell me. You come on my YouTube, go down in the comments and break down your theory to how I'm wrong about how black women really were not slaves during slavery time. They weren't being raped. They weren't being raped. The only black women that were being raped, when you do your homework, were the little kids. That's rape. You're a white slave master over here messing with little black babies and stuff like that. That's when it was rape. But other than that, when these black women became adults, they ran with it. And now that we got a little bit more freedom, guess what these black women do? Pick and choose which black men get to live and die. I'm in one of them situations right now. Do you think I want my hands in my life in the hands of any black woman? Hell no. Because I could wind up dead, murdered, playing with a black woman. And guess what? I could run around with all these white women out here and ain't none of them plotting to take my life. Ain't none of them, except for the ones that's connected to the Klan. And I'm here to break that down to y'all for a reason. To free our black brothers from what they're blinding us from. And what they're blinding us from is the factor that your enemy is closer than you think. Every day of my life, for the past 5 years, I've had a black woman talk bad about me. Every day. And I ain't do nothing to her but not be with her. That's all I did. She messed up. But guess who suffers the punishment of her mistakes? Me. I can't have a sex life. I can't have nothing. Because of that. She gonna sit here, right? Told me, oh, I want you to come and hang with me. Whatever, etc., etc. She gets around her friends that she work with, she start getting disrespectful. They gonna turn around and say, oh, you were drunk. That's why I said what I said. Hold up, I was not drinking. So what are you talking about? I wasn't drinking. You were just disrespectful. You ain't gonna tell your friends, oh, I thought he was drunk, but he wasn't. I was just being rude to him because I was trying to show off for you. She ain't gonna tell him that. And I gotta deal with that bull crap. I gotta deal with a whole bunch of females, white and black, looking at me like I'm a bad person. But it's because of a black woman lying on me. Lying on me every day of her life. She lies on me. I don't want nothing to do with her when it comes to her sex life or nothing. And because of it, every day she goes to work and she tells a bullcrap story about me, having mad people dislike me and hate me. The last time I went to this black woman's job, everybody just sat there and act like I did something wrong. They even say hi to me or nothing. Nothing. But if I sit here and cuss out one of her friends, she begging me not to. But you telling them negative things about me, I want to slap the shit out of motherfuckers. And that's real. Because you're putting me in that situation. With your lies. I don't even care for none of that. All I do is be here for my kids. But I gotta have all these other labels put on my name because I don't want to be with her. I'm done. But I still gotta suffer the bad rep. And the main feeder of me getting a bad rep is a black woman. Not no white chick, a black female. What am I doing wrong for her to do that to me? What am I doing? Minding my business. I'm minding my business. And I already made it clear, I don't want to be with you. I don't want to. Yo, I had this black female actually had dudes try to talk about shooting me. For no reason. For no reason. I ain't do nothing to him. I ain't do nothing to her. But I could have got shot. And that's what I'm trying to show you about the demonic ways of our own black woman. Someone asked me, would you date a black woman again? And I said, if they not aware, if they are not indigenous minded, I will not date a black woman. If a black woman is on some ghetto street shit, I don't want her. Because her mind is poisoned. Why would I want to be with someone who wants to do the same shit that's being done on TV? We just finished watching Love and Hip Hop. Why the fuck do you want to be like those people on Love and Hip Hop? And that's what I'm trying to show you. Majority of black women worship those TV shows. They watch them faithfully. There's more black women in America that's watch Love and Hip Hop than there are black women that go to church. And I could put money on it. I put money on it. You want to bet? Come see me. And we could work it out, me and you, and all of them scholars that I know that could break it down and show you that I ain't lying. I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth. I ain't doing nothing to nobody. These people got me ready to go all out. I'm tired of it. That's why I had to make this video, break down to y'all what's really going on in my life, because it's that real. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of being lied on. I'm tired of my name being in stuff that it shouldn't be in. I'm tired of people actually going with the bull crap. I be feeling like, yo, I'm gonna wind up in prison or jail trying to prove myself. And I look at it like, yo, why am I proving myself to idiots? They're idiots. Look at what I do. Look at my life. And then listen to them. And you realize that, yo, there's a lot of people in this world that they speak because they think it makes them feel better and look better. but it don't. Because they still dirty, they still funky, they still disrespectful, they have no father figure in their life. They out here dating dudes out, sleep with their own daughter. Like, come on, get away from me. Don't do that. Don't involve me in your life. Don't involve me in your drama. Talk about the dude that you cool with that be sleeping with their own daughter. Talk about him at your job, not me. I'm done. I already got to say what I got to say. It's your G Twist P. You already know how I do when I do.